There is a mighty force within you, greater than any lack, stronger than any limitation. That force is the power of your own mind. Your thoughts are seeds, and every financial harvest you will ever reap begins in the soil of your imagination. If you sow doubt, you will reap struggle. If you sow faith, you will reap abundance. Money is not a stranger to you. It is not a cold master. It is a servant waiting to be commanded. And how do you command it? With your words. Every word you speak is a decree to life itself. When you say, I never have enough, you chain yourself to lack. But when you declare, wealth flows to me freely in perfect ways, the gates of prosperity swing open, and unseen forces go to work on your behalf. Too long have many lived under inherited lies, that money is evil, that riches belong only to the few, that it is noble to struggle. These are shadows, not truths. Wealth, rightly gained and rightly used, is good. It builds homes, feeds the hungry, spreads beauty, uplifts humanity. To reject money is to reject one of the channels through which divine abundance flows. Lift your eyes and see with your imagination the life you desire. See the bills paid with ease. See opportunities arriving like waves upon the shore. See yourself walking in freedom, giving generously, living without fear. Hold that vision so firmly that life cannot help but deliver it to your door. Faith is the currency of the unseen. When you believe without wavering, when you give thanks before the answer appears, when you walk as though the promise is already fulfilled, money answers that faith. It may come through an idea, a business, a new door, a sudden opportunity, but it will come, for faith is never unanswered. And gratitude, the power of gratitude, begin today to bless the little you have, and it will multiply. Thank life for the roof over your head, the food on your table, the clothes on your back. Thank life even for the riches you have not yet seen, as though they were already yours. Gratitude is the magnet that draws abundance closer each day. You must not let fear be your counselor. Fear says, what if I lose? What if I fail? What if there isn't enough? But courage says, I am guided, I am provided for. There is always enough. Fear closes doors. Courage swings them wide open. Money flows not by anxious chasing, but by divine timing. The right opportunity, the right person, the right inspiration will appear as you remain steady in faith. What belongs to you will not pass you by. When the soil of your mind is prepared, the harvest cannot be denied. And remember the sacred law of circulation. To receive, you must give. Hold money too tightly, and it withers. Let it flow, and it grows. Give with joy, give with wisdom, give with faith that nothing given in love is ever lost. So rise today into a new mindset. Say within yourself, abundance is my natural state. Money flows to me easily, freely, endlessly. I am rich in faith, rich in gratitude, rich in supply. Stand tall. Speak boldly, expect miracles. For when the money mindset is unlocked, prosperity becomes not a hope, but a certainty. The treasure you seek is already within you. Unlock it, and the world will reflect it back in overflowing measure. Every fortune ever made, every invention that changed the world, every miracle of healing and renewal began with a single invisible spark. Thought. Thought is the unseen architect of destiny, shaping the structure of every man's life as surely as blueprints shape a building. Many wonder why wealth eludes them, why they work hard yet always seem to fall short, why money flows easily to others but not to them. The answer lies not in their hands or their labor, but in the realm of their thinking. The hidden power of thought is the birthplace of money, prosperity, and abundance. Consider for a moment that thought is energy, subtle and invisible, yet as real as the air you breathe. Every idea you entertain is a seed planted in the soil of your mind, and just as the earth cannot resist a seed's determination to sprout, the universe cannot resist the growth of your dominant thoughts. If your mind is filled with fears, doubts, and images of scarcity, then those seeds will produce a harvest of struggle, lack, and limitation. But if your mind is filled with faith, vision, and expectancy of good, then those seeds will bloom into opportunities, prosperity, and freedom. Many people underestimate this law, for it is invisible, and they chase after results without tending to the roots. They work harder, chase faster, push and strive, yet their inner thoughts cry out, I will never have enough, money is hard to come by, life is unfair, and so, despite their effort, the harvest reflects the inner cry. To change the fruit, one must change the seed. To change the outcome, one must first change the thought, for thought is cause and circumstances only effect. Every day, thoughts of money run through the minds of millions. Some think with fear, how will I pay my bills? Some think with resentment, the rich have it all while I have nothing. Some think with longing but without faith. If only I had more, life would be better. These streams of thought create rivers that flow into their reality. Fear attracts more reasons to fear. Resentment shuts the doors of opportunity. Longing without faith only produces more longing. But the one who changes the inner dialogue, the one who begins to think in terms of abundance, gratitude, and certainty, begins to attract the circumstances that align with wealth. Thought is magnetic. It draws to itself kindred experiences. The man who thinks, money is scarce, will unconsciously repel opportunities, overlook possibilities, and sabotage his own progress, all while affirming his belief that scarcity is real. The woman who thinks, I am destined to prosper, will see chances others miss, seize moments others hesitate over, and attract helpers, resources, and ideas that confirm her inner conviction. Life always matches the vibration of thought, whether one is aware of it or not. The hidden power of thought lies not just in conscious thinking, but in the beliefs buried deep within. A child who grows up hearing, money doesn't grow on trees, may carry into adulthood a subconscious belief that wealth is unnatural, difficult, or rare. A person raised in an environment of lack may unconsciously sabotage their success because abundance feels foreign. To unlock the money mindset, one must uncover and replace these hidden beliefs, planting new thoughts deliberately. Money flows to me freely and abundantly. Wealth is natural. Prosperity is my birthright. These new seeds, repeated and nourished, will eventually push out the weeds of limitation. Imagination plays a vital role in this process. Thought clothed in vivid imagination becomes a living force, more powerful than abstract repetition. When you see yourself in your mind's eye, living in freedom, paying bills with ease, enjoying the fruits of prosperity, your subconscious accepts it as a command. The mind does not distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and external reality. It simply goes to work aligning your actions, perceptions, and even circumstances to match the dominant vision. Thus, imagination is not child's play, but creation's workshop, the place where money begins to take shape long before it arrives in hand. Thought also directs emotion, and emotion supercharges thought. A fearful thought carries the vibration of defeat and sends it into the world like a command. A thought infused with faith and joy carries the vibration of victory and draws fulfillment. When you think, I am always provided for, and feel the relief and joy of that truth, you set into motion forces far greater than yourself. These forces arrange meetings, create coincidences, and inspire ideas that bring wealth into form. To ignore the emotional quality of thought is to leave your power untapped, but to unite thought with feeling is to command the universe with authority. There is also a profound relationship between thought and words. Every word is a thought spoken aloud, vibrating not only in the atmosphere but echoing in the subconscious. When you constantly say, I can't afford it. Asterisk, you reinforce a belief in lack and close the door to provision. When you declare, asterisk, I always have more than enough, asterisk, you plant a seed of abundance and train your subconscious to seek solutions aligned with plenty. The discipline of guarding your words is the discipline of guarding your thoughts, for they are two sides of the same coin. Gratitude, too, begins with thought. To think daily, asterisk, I am thankful for the money I have, and I am thankful for the money on its way. Asterisk is to multiply what you possess. Gratitude shifts the focus from absence to presence, from lack to supply, and the universe magnifies whatever you focus upon. If you dwell on debt, you attract more debt. If you dwell on blessings, you attract more blessings. Gratitude transforms thought into a magnet that pulls prosperity closer each day. The hidden power of thought is not a distant mystery reserved for mystics or sages. It is the daily reality of every person alive. Whether you know it or not, you are always creating with your thoughts. The question is not whether your thoughts shape your life, but whether you are shaping them deliberately or allowing them to drift. To unlock the money mindset, one must take dominion over thought, planting seeds of faith, prosperity, and expectancy each day. There is no need to beg for wealth, no need to chase desperately after money. Instead, train the mind to think richly, to imagine freely, to affirm boldly. Hold fast to thoughts of abundance until they harden into belief, and belief hardens into reality. Let the hidden power of thought work for you, not against you. For within your own mind lies the treasury of riches, waiting only for you to think them into form. There is a law that governs money, success, and abundance as surely as gravity governs the earth. This law is not written in books of finance or etched upon the walls of banks, yet it is more powerful than any economic system. It is the law of words and declarations. What you speak, you create. What you declare, you command into being. Words are not idle sounds that pass into the air and vanish. They are living forces, seeds sown into the fabric of life, and they return in harvest according to their kind. Many people do not understand this and use their tongues carelessly. They speak lack, and lack grows. They speak failure, and failure answers. They speak fear, and fear builds walls around them. Every time a person says, asterisk, I can't afford it, asterisk, they are not describing reality, they are creating it. Every time one mutters, asterisk, money is hard to come by, asterisk, they are not reporting the truth, they are commanding the universe to make it so. Words are power, and they never return void. They are messengers, shaping circumstances, summoning events, and drawing conditions to match the vibration they carry. Think for a moment of a king upon his throne. He does not rise to labor in the fields. He does not toil in sweat to build his kingdom with his hands. He speaks, and his decree sets forces in motion. His words summon armies, build walls, open gates, or tear them down. In the same way, your life is the kingdom of your consciousness, and your words are the royal decrees. When you declare abundance, you summon it. When you declare freedom, you command the doors to open. When you declare poverty, you imprison yourself within it. Your tongue is the scepter of power, and every careless word can either bind you or release you. Children are taught rhymes that say, asterisk, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Asterisk, yet nothing could be further from the truth. Words have the power to wound, to heal, to build, to destroy, to curse, or to bless. In the realm of money and abundance, words act as invisible builders, laying the foundation of your prosperity. If you constantly speak of shortage, if you constantly rehearse your debts aloud, if you constantly declare, asterisk, I never have enough, asterisk, then your words are pouring concrete walls around your finances, trapping you in scarcity. But when you begin to speak of supply, when you say with conviction, asterisk, money flows to me freely and easily, asterisk, then those words act as hammers, breaking down the walls and opening the floodgates of provision. Declarations are not empty affirmations repeated without belief. They are the alignment of mind, heart, and tongue with truth. When spoken with faith, words are charged with creative power. They penetrate the subconscious mind, programming it to act in harmony with the declaration. They travel outward, influencing people, circumstances, and opportunities, arranging them in your favor. They ripple through the unseen world, calling to resources, aligning events, and making a way where none seemed possible. Every declaration is a command to life itself, and life answers unfailingly. Imagine two individuals walking the same path. One rises in the morning and says, another hard day, another dollar short. I'll never get ahead. All day long, they affirm struggle, they rehearse lack, they speak words of defeat. Their ears hear those words, their mind records them, their subconscious obeys them, and their environment responds to them. Struggle follows them like a shadow. The other individual rises and declares, this is a day of opportunity. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I am guided, provided for, and blessed. All day long, they affirm abundance, they rehearse gratitude, they speak words of victory. Their mind believes those words, their subconscious aligns with them, and their environment reflects them. Prosperity follows them like a faithful friend. Both walk the same earth, yet their words create two different worlds. You cannot separate money from words, for money is but a reflection of belief, and belief is shaped by the tongue. The person who constantly talks about being broke will never rise, no matter how many hours they labor. The one who continually speaks abundance, even in small things, begins to attract larger and larger manifestations. Words are like magnets, pulling to you the very conditions you describe. The universe does not distinguish between jest and sincerity. If you say often, I am always broke, the universe takes it as law and makes it so. If you say, I am always prosperous, and hold to it, even in the face of contrary appearances, the universe bows to that decree. To master the law of words and declarations, discipline is required. You must guard your tongue as a sentinel guards the gates of a city. Do not allow words of doubt, fear, or lack to pass through unchecked. Replace them with words of faith, courage, and supply. If the thought arises, I cannot afford this, do not speak it. Instead, say, the money will come in perfect ways. If the urge comes to complain, I am always behind. Replace it with, I am always divinely provided for. Words spoken in alignment with abundance will reshape thought, and reshaped thought will reshape reality. Even the simplest declarations hold immense power. To rise in the morning and say aloud, I am a magnet for money, I am rich in supply, money flows to me from every direction. Is to set the tone of the day. To speak over your work, this project prospers, this effort multiplies, this seed grows. Is to infuse it with power, to bless your wallet, you are always full, never empty, you expand and overflow. Is to command it to multiply. The more consistent and faith-filled the declarations, the faster the results appear. It is also vital to understand that words must not only be spoken but believed. To mutter affirmations without conviction is like scattering seed on rocky ground. But to speak with emotion, with certainty, with unwavering faith, is to plant seeds in fertile soil. Words backed by belief are unstoppable. Even a single declaration spoken in absolute faith can change the course of life. The law of words and declarations demands persistence. At first, it may seem as though nothing changes. Old conditions may linger, old debts may still knock at the door, old fears may whisper their doubts. But do not turn back. Keep declaring abundance, keep speaking supply, keep commanding prosperity. Just as a seed takes time to break the soil and show its first green shoots, so too do your words take time to manifest. But the law never fails. Words spoken with faith always return, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This law is not confined to money alone. It governs health, relationships, success, and every area of life. But in the realm of money, it is especially powerful because money is energy and words are energy in motion. When the energy of words aligns with the energy of abundance, doors open, opportunities multiply, and supply flows. Therefore, begin today to harness the law of words and declarations. Speak only what you desire, never what you fear. Declare only abundance, never lack. Prophesy to your life with your tongue, and let your words be filled with faith and gratitude. Say it until you believe it until you see it, and when you see it, give thanks and speak again. For words are the keys that unlock the vaults of heaven, and the one who masters their declarations masters their destiny. So many people live beneath their true potential, not because opportunity has passed them by, not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they are prisoners of invisible chains, chains of belief forged long ago. Limiting beliefs about money and abundance are among the most powerful forces that keep individuals trapped in cycles of lack. These beliefs whisper lies, money is evil, only certain people are destined to be rich, if I want more, I will take from others, I was born poor and I will die poor, these statements, accepted as truth, become silent laws written on the walls of the subconscious, and the person who believes them will unconsciously live by them. But these beliefs are illusions. They are shadows masquerading as truth. They are inherited from families, cultures, or experiences that did not know better. A child hears a parent say, we can't afford that, and without realizing it, that phrase buries itself deep within the mind, becoming a rule for life. Another grows up in a community that despises the wealthy, calling them greedy or corrupt, and unconsciously concludes that to become rich is to become despised. Someone else experiences failure, and in their pain they decide, a success is not for me. Thus, invisible prisons are built, not with walls of stone, but with walls of thought. To destroy limiting beliefs is to shatter these illusions and claim freedom. It begins with awareness. You must become the watcher of your own mind, listening carefully to the silent sentences that run through it. Do you hear yourself saying, that's too expensive? Do you find yourself repeating, money is hard to make? Do you quietly envy others and think, they are lucky, but I am not? These are the signals of limiting beliefs at work. They lurk in the background, quietly dictating your reality, and until they are brought into the light, they will continue to control your destiny. The first step in destroying limiting beliefs is to question them. Ask boldly, who told me this? Where did this belief come from? Is it absolute truth, or is it simply a story passed down? The moment you question a belief, you weaken its grip. If you ask is money evil? You will see that money itself is neutral. It is only energy, a tool that takes the shape of the one who uses it. In good hands, it feeds the hungry, heals the sick, builds schools, and spreads beauty. In corrupt hands, it may be misused, but money itself is not evil. It simply magnifies the intention of the one who holds it. Another belief to challenge is, riches are for others, not for me. This is a lie rooted in comparison. The truth is that abundance is unlimited. Prosperity is not a pie of fixed slices where one person's gain is another's loss. Prosperity is an ever-flowing ocean, and there is enough for all who will receive it. The belief that you are excluded is a shadow that must be erased. Replace it with the truth, I too am worthy of abundance. I too am chosen for prosperity. Fear of unworthiness is another chain that binds. Many secretly believe they do not deserve wealth. Perhaps they feel guilty about past mistakes or ashamed of who they are. But wealth is not a reward for perfection. It is the natural state of alignment with universal law. Just as the sun shines on all without favoritism, so does abundance flow to all who open to it. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. The only gatekeeper is your own belief. To destroy limiting beliefs, you must also replace them with liberating truths. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you pull out a weed but plant no flower, the weed will grow back. So when you uproot the lie, money is hard to come by, you must plant the truth, money flows to me with ease. When you uproot the lie, I am not worthy. You must plant the truth, I am worthy of all good. When you uproot the lie, it's selfish to be rich. You must plant the truth. My wealth blesses the world. Speak these truths aloud until they echo louder than the old voices. Visualization is another mighty tool. The subconscious mind is not convinced by logic alone, but by vivid images. See yourself living in freedom. See yourself writing checks with ease, paying bills joyfully, blessing others with generosity. Feel the emotions of wealth already yours. This practice dissolves old beliefs, for the subconscious cannot hold two opposing convictions forever. When you consistently feed it images of abundance, the old images of lack lose their power and fade away. Destroying limiting beliefs is not always comfortable. These beliefs have been with you for years, sometimes generations. When you challenge them, they may resist. You may feel fear, doubt, or even guilt rise up. But this is not a sign of failure. It is the death cry of the old belief. Press through it. Replace fear with faith, doubt with declaration, guilt with gratitude. Every time you refuse to bow to the old belief, you weaken its roots. Every time you affirm the new truth, you strengthen your freedom. One of the most destructive beliefs is the belief in limitation itself, the idea that there is not enough. The mind that believes in limitation sees closed doors, missed chances, and empty accounts. But the truth is, the universe is unlimited. Opportunities are infinite. Resources are boundless. Money circulates endlessly, always moving, always seeking those who are ready to receive. When you destroy the belief in limitation, you open yourself to the endless supply that has been around you all along. Generational beliefs must also be broken. Perhaps your parents struggled, and their parents before them. Perhaps the story of lack has been passed down like an heirloom, but you are not bound by their story. You are the breaker of chains, the one who chooses a new inheritance. You can declare, the pattern of lack ends with me. I create a new legacy of abundance. When you make that declaration and live it, you not only free yourself but also those who come after you. The final weapon against limiting beliefs is persistence. Old beliefs do not crumble in a day. They may attempt to return, whispering in moments of weakness. But if you remain steadfast, if you keep speaking truth, keep visualizing abundance, keep affirming worthiness, the old structures will collapse. One day, you will realize that you no longer hear those voices, that the prison walls have crumbled, and that you are walking in a wide and open field of possibility. To destroy limiting beliefs about money is to open the gates of prosperity. It is to cast off illusions and embrace reality. That abundance is your natural state, that wealth is your divine right, that prosperity belongs to all who believe and receive. You are not bound by the past. You are not limited by what was taught to you. You are free, and the key to your freedom is in your mind. Shatter the old beliefs, build new ones, live in expectancy. For when the prison of belief is broken, the treasure of abundance rushes in like a flood. Imagination is the womb of wealth, the place where every fortune, every empire, every opportunity is first conceived. Nothing that you see in the material world was ever built without first being seen in the unseen realm of thought. The chair you sit on, the roof above your head, the clothes you wear, all of it began in the mind of someone who dared to imagine it before it existed. In the same way, the riches you desire must first be created in the inner workshop of your imagination. To unlock the flow of money into your life, you must awaken this faculty and see with clarity and conviction the abundance that belongs to you. So many people live their lives chained to what is, never realizing that their circumstances are only a mirror of past thoughts and past beliefs. They look at an empty wallet and declare that lack is their destiny. They look at unpaid bills and say, "This is who I am." But imagination tells a different story. Imagination dares to look beyond the present reality and paint a picture of prosperity so vivid, so alive, that the subconscious accepts it as truth and life begins to rearrange itself to match it. What you continually see in your inner world becomes the pattern for your outer world. If you imagine lack, you will live lack. If you imagine wealth, you will live wealth. There is a secret here. Your imagination is not make, believe, it is creation, in progress. The unseen world is more powerful than the seen, for everything visible today was once invisible. Money itself is a reflection of ideas made real. A business begins as a concept. A job opportunity begins as a thought in the mind of an employer. A product that generates income begins as a vision on the inside before it manifests on the outside. When you understand this, you stop asking, "How can I make money?" And instead you ask, "What can I see? What can I imagine? What can I hold in the mind until it takes shape in my world?" But imagination must be disciplined. It cannot be allowed to run wild with fear and doubt, painting pictures of disaster and failure. Unfortunately, this is what many people do. They imagine losing their homes, they imagine debts multiplying, they imagine rejection, and life faithfully delivers what they rehearse in thought. They are unconsciously using the same creative power that could bring them abundance to bring them misery. To unlock the money mindset, you must take back control of your imagination and direct it toward the life you want, not the life you fear. Every day, you must see yourself as prosperous. Close your eyes and walk through the home of your dreams. Feel the softness of the carpet. Hear the sound of your laughter echoing in spacious rooms. See the table filled with food, the lights shining warmly. Imagine your bank account filled, the numbers rising with ease. Imagine the joy of giving freely to others, blessing those in need, contributing to causes that matter to you. Imagine yourself calm, secure, and fearless, knowing that you are always provided for. These images are not fantasies. They are the blueprint that your subconscious mind and the universe will build upon. Your words and imagination work together. As you declare abundance with your lips, you must also see it with your inner vision. Saying, "I am rich," while imagining poverty creates conflict, but saying, "I am rich," while imagining yourself surrounded by supply, living in freedom, and receiving money from expected and unexpected sources creates harmony, and harmony produces manifestation. Hold the vision steady, let the picture be clear, and your outer life will begin to conform to the inner pattern. Do not worry about how it will come. Imagination does not deal with the mechanics, it deals with the end result. Your task is not to figure out the details, but to hold the image of completion. Life itself, through channels seen and unseen, will bring opportunities, ideas, and connections to make it real. The how belongs to the infinite, the what belongs to you. So, see yourself in possession of the riches you desire, and let the unseen powers orchestrate the means by which it arrives. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals will tell you that they saw their success long before they experienced it. They walked the halls of their imagined empires before they built them. They spoke to audiences in their minds before they ever stood on a stage. They counted money in their imagination before it ever reached their hands. Their wealth did not come by accident. It came by design, and that design began in the imagination. If they can do it, so can you. The imagination does not cost you anything to use, but it can cost you everything if you neglect it. To live without vision is to live enslaved by circumstance, but to live with vision is to rise above what is and call forth what can be. Even if you are in debt, even if you are unemployed, even if you have been told 1,000 times that you cannot succeed, your imagination can lift you into a new world. And once you see it clearly, you will begin to take actions that align with that vision. You will be guided to opportunities. You will meet people who open doors. You will recognize possibilities that others overlook. Why? Because the picture inside of you has changed, and now your outer reality must obey. So, dare to dream. Dare to imagine prosperity as your birthright. Dare to see yourself free from struggle, free from fear, free from limitation. Hold fast to the vision of wealth, not as something far away, but as something already yours. See it, feel it, believe it. Let your imagination become your ally, your tool, your constant companion in creating abundance. For imagination is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, between desire and fulfillment, between poverty and prosperity. And when you master it, there is no limit to the wealth that can flow into your life. There is a power within you that has been waiting, silent yet steady, for you to awaken to its call. This power is the same force that paints the skies at dawn, that guides the stars in their paths, and that whispers wealth into the lives of those who dare to believe. The money you seek, the abundance you dream of, the prosperity you yearn for, it is not outside of you, it is within you. Your mind, your words, your faith, they are the keys that unlock the treasure house of the universe. Too long have you believed that money is far away, controlled by chance, luck, or the favor of others. Too long have you thought of it as scarce, elusive, or limited. But now I tell you this, the money power within you is limitless, and it flows as surely as the river finds its way to the sea. Every thought you think is a seed, and money responds to your thought, seeds. If you plant seeds of lack, you will harvest lack. If you plant seeds of fear, you will reap fear. But if you plant seeds of abundance, if you declare with faith that money comes to you in perfect ways, it will rush to meet you. This universe is abundant beyond measure, yet it waits on the command of your belief. You are the gardener of your life, and your harvest is shaped by the words you sow. Speak words of wealth, and wealth will be your portion. Speak words of lack, and lack will bind you. Life is not moved by what you wish, but by what you declare with unwavering conviction. Money, like every good thing, is energy. It vibrates to the law of attraction, answering to faith, gratitude, and expectation. The energy you carry is a magnet, drawing to you that which you affirm. If you stand in fear, you repel the very thing you desire. If you stand in faith, you call it forth with power. Say within yourself, money flows to me easily. Money is mine by divine right. Money answers to my faith. Then watch as doors open, ideas unfold, and channels are prepared for your supply. You need not know how it will come. You need only know that it is already yours, waiting for you to claim it. The greatest mistake you can make is to treat money as your master. You are not created to serve money. Money was created to serve you. It is a tool, a servant, an obedient messenger that moves when you give it direction. Too often, people fall into fear, thinking, what if the money doesn't come? What if I lose what I have? And by those very words, they block the flow of abundance. The money power within you is blocked by fear, but unleashed by faith. Let your words be faith-filled. Let your heart be steadfast, and the universe will rush to confirm your declaration. There is no limit to the channels through which money may flow to you. It can come through opportunities, through gifts, through inspired ideas, through unexpected blessings. But hear this, money must have a channel, and you must be open to receive. Too often, people cry for supply while clinging to old fears, refusing to step into new opportunities, or doubting the power of their own worth. But when you open your hands, when you release the tight grip of fear, you make space for abundance to flow. Stand ready, receptive, and expectant. The universe delights in surprising you with wealth from sources you could not have imagined. Do not let your past failures chain you to lack. Yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's debts, yesterday's disappointments, these are but shadows, and shadows have no power when you stand in the light of truth. Declare daily, I erase the past, I am a child of abundance, I open myself to divine supply. For every chain of debt, there is a key of freedom. For every limitation, there is a door of increase. The money power within you is not hindered by what was, for it lives in the eternal now. One of the greatest truths you must embrace is that gratitude multiplies money. A thankful heart is a magnet for increase. The one who despises what they have closes the door to more, but the one who gives thanks, even for the little, invites the floodgates of heaven. Say with gratitude, I bless the money I have. I bless the money that is coming. I bless every hand through which it flows. In this blessing, you create a current of prosperity that cannot be denied. The grateful attract wealth not because they beg for it, but because they harmonize with the vibration of abundance itself. You must also guard your associations, for words spoken around you shape your atmosphere. If you surround yourself with those who speak only of lack, poverty, and despair, you will find it difficult to rise above their song of defeat. But if you surround yourself with words of wealth, with voices that declare possibility and prosperity, you will rise on the wings of that energy. Do not let the chorus of fear drown out the song of abundance within your heart. Hold fast to your declaration, no matter what appearances may say, for appearances are but shadows that dissolve in the light of faith. Do not despise small beginnings. Every coin, every opportunity, every door that opens is a stepping stone toward greater wealth. Celebrate each one, for in celebrating you multiply. The seed of a tree looks small, yet within it lies a forest. In the same way, the little in your hand today holds within it the harvest of tomorrow. Honor it, bless it, use it wisely, and more will be added. For the money power within you is always looking for faithfulness, always rewarding expectation, always multiplying what is placed in your hand. Now I call you to rise and take hold of this truth. The money you desire is not beyond you, it is within you. It is not the world that must change, it is your mind, your words, your faith. Speak with authority, walk with confidence, and live in gratitude. Declare boldly that money flows to you in perfect ways, that opportunities rise up to meet you, that abundance is your divine right. And as you do, the universe will respond with supply beyond measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The money power within you is alive, and it is ready to make your life a testimony of abundance. Speak it, believe it, live it, and it shall be yours. Money is not meant to be a struggle, nor is it meant to be something you chase endlessly, panting and weary. Money was created to move, to circulate, to flow, and when you align yourself with its rhythm, it comes to you as naturally as air fills your lungs. There is no strain in breathing, no tension in receiving sunlight, no effort in the river's journey to the sea. In the same way, money is meant to flow to you with ease, without fear, without resistance. The law that governs abundance is already set in motion, and it responds faithfully to the vibration of your belief. The first shift must take place in your mind. If you see money as hard to earn, it will prove itself hard. If you see it as scarce, it will appear scarce. But if you see it as free, flowing, abundant, and ready to meet your every need, it will move in that very way. Money takes its cue from your consciousness. Speak with certainty. Money flows to me effortlessly. It comes to me in perfect ways. It is mine by divine right. Let these words not merely pass your lips, but take root in your heart. For the universe always echoes back the song you sing. Release the thought that money must come by toil and sweat alone. While effort is part of life, it is not the source of your abundance. Effort without faith is labor in vain, but effort guided by belief becomes inspired action. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are the architect of flow. Believe that money seeks you out. Believe that opportunities rise up to greet you. Believe that channels of supply open in response to your faith. Then, when action presents itself, step boldly, for the current of money is waiting to carry you forward, but it can only do so when you set your sail in faith. Fear is the great dam that blocks the river of supply. How many have said, "What if I lose? What if I cannot pay? What if there isn't enough?" And by their very words, they shut the gate on abundance. Fear contracts, faith expands. Fear withholds, faith receives. To declare money flows to me effortlessly is to dismantle fear brick by brick. It is to stand in confidence that the universe knows no shortage and no delay. The money you require is already accounted for, already prepared, already on its way. Let go of the anxious striving and rest in the flow. Gratitude is the key that widens the channel. When you give thanks for every coin, every bill, every opportunity, you are telling the universe, "I am ready for more." Gratitude turns the little into the much and multiplies what you already have. Instead of lamenting what is missing, celebrate what is present. Instead of saying, "It is not enough," say, "I bless what I have and I bless what is coming." These words carry power, for they create alignment with the frequency of increase. Gratitude makes the effortless flow of money not just possible, but inevitable. Understand that money does not always come in the way you expect. It may arrive through new ideas, through people, through sudden opportunities, through unexpected channels. Do not limit the universe with rigid demands. Instead, remain open. Say, "Money comes to me in perfect ways from sources known and unknown." Trust that the unseen is working on your behalf, orchestrating doors you could not have opened alone. Your task is to remain receptive, to walk in faith, and to recognize opportunity when it appears. The effortless flow is not a dream, it is a law. Rivers do not force themselves forward, yet they carve valleys and shape landscapes. Flowers do not struggle to bloom, yet they unfold with beauty. Likewise, money does not need to be forced, it needs only your alignment. The world may tell you that abundance is for the few, but the truth declares it is for all who believe. The flow does not discriminate. It responds to faith, expectation, and the spoken word. You need not beg for money, for begging suggests separation. Instead, declare with authority that it is already yours and the flow will prove itself. Guard your words, for they are the currents that guide your financial river. Each time you say, "I can't afford this," you shrink your supply. Each time you say, "Money is scarce," you choke the flow. But when you say, "Money flows to me with ease," you widen the riverbanks. When you say, "I always have more than enough," you invite abundance into every corner of your life. Speak life, speak wealth, speak flow, and your words will become flesh before your eyes. Do not envy the wealth of others, for envy builds a wall between you and abundance. Instead, bless it. Bless the prosperity you see in others, for in blessing it, you claim your own. What you resent, you repel. What you bless, you draw near. The effortless flow of money is not about competition, for the universe is not divided. It is about harmony, alignment, and recognition of the truth that there is more than enough for all. So I urge you now, release the struggle, release the striving, release the fear. Let the words settle deep in your spirit. Money flows to me effortlessly. Carry them with you, repeat them daily, let them saturate your thoughts. As surely as the tide returns to the shore, as surely as the dawn follows night, money will find its way to you. Stand in faith, walk in gratitude, and live in expectancy. The river of abundance is already flowing. Step into it and let it carry you to a life of overflow. Money is not an enemy to be feared, nor a stranger to be chased. It is a loyal servant created to respond to the authority of your faith. There is a truth written into the fabric of the universe. Abundance is your birthright. You are not placed here to live in lack, to struggle endlessly, or to bow before the idol of scarcity. You were placed here with the divine right to prosper, to flourish, to expand. And the moment you accept this truth, the very energy of money begins to align itself with you. Speak it with boldness. Money is mine by divine right. Let it be not just a phrase on your lips, but a conviction in your heart. Too long have people chained themselves with thoughts of unworthiness. They say, "I am not good enough, I do not deserve wealth, money is for others but not for me." These words are lies, shackles that bind the mind, Worth is not earned, it is given, it is inherent, it is divine. The same power that formed the stars formed you, and it did not form you to be in want. To deny your right to abundance is to deny the very abundance of creation itself. Money responds to recognition. When you declare that it is yours by divine right, you are not stealing, you are not begging, you are aligning with truth. But understand this, divine right is not entitlement without responsibility. It is a call to live in harmony with the laws of abundance. You cannot declare wealth with your mouth while holding poverty in your mind. You cannot speak prosperity in public while nursing fear in private. The money mindset is not built on empty words but on faith-filled consistency. Speak life daily. Say, money flows to me in perfect ways. My supply is endless. My needs are already met. These declarations train your mind to harmonize with abundance, and soon your outer world will reflect your inner conviction. Fear is the thief of your inheritance. How many live in dread of bills, dread of lack, dread of losing what little they hold? But fear cannot coexist with divine right. When you know something is yours, you do not fear its loss. A child does not doubt their right to breathe. They do not beg for air. They simply receive it. In the same way, you must receive money as naturally as breath, without begging, without panic, without hesitation. Stand in the authority of your divine right, and fear will vanish like mist before the sun. Opportunities are the messengers of your wealth. When you claim money as yours by divine right, doors will open, sometimes small, sometimes grand, but always leading to increase. Do not despise them. A small beginning holds the seed of greatness. The coin in your hand may appear little, but within it lies the multiplication of much. When you bless the small, you make way for the great. Gratitude is proof that you understand your divine right, for only one who knows they are wealthy can give thanks before the full harvest arrives. There is a harmony between giving and receiving that flows from divine right. Money was never meant to stagnate. It was meant to circulate. When you give freely without fear, you declare trust in the law of increase. What you release returns multiplied. To cling with fear is to choke the flow, but to give with joy is to keep the river of abundance moving. Say, as I give, so shall I receive. I cannot outgive the divine source of my supply. In this, you align with the eternal truth that money is abundant, and that no act of generosity ever leaves you diminished. Comparison is another thief that blinds you to your right. Too many look at the wealth of others and feel envy or despair, but envy repels abundance. Instead, bless what you see. Say, that wealth is proof of what is possible for me too. By blessing prosperity in others, you claim prosperity for yourself. The abundance of another does not reduce yours. It expands the evidence that the universe is rich enough for all. When you know money is yours by divine right, you no longer measure yourself by others. You stand confident in your own overflowing supply. The words you speak daily are the blueprint of your financial future. Each phrase, each declaration, each whisper of thought plants a seed in the soil of your life. If you say, I cannot afford, you carve out lack. If you say, I always have more than enough, you summon increase. Words are not idle. They are commands that the universe rushes to fulfill. Guard them well. Speak only that which aligns with your divine right, and soon you will live in the very abundance you have declared. Do not be fooled by appearances. There may be moments when your bank account looks empty, when bills outweigh your supply, when opportunities seem hidden. But appearances are shadows. They do not tell the whole story. Truth is greater than appearance, and truth says, money is mine by divine right. Hold fast to that truth, no matter the storm. Speak it louder than the evidence of lack, and the evidence will bow to the authority of your faith. For appearances change, but divine law does not. Now I urge you, walk boldly in this revelation. Money is not a privilege for the few, it is a divine inheritance for all who dare to believe. Release fear, release struggle, release the chains of doubt. Stand tall and declare, money is mine by divine right. It flows to me easily, it serves my purpose, it multiplies in my hands. Speak it in the morning, declare it in the evening, carry it in your heart at all times. The universe hears, responds, and delivers. For when you align with the truth of your divine right, nothing can stop the flow of abundance. Live it, believe it, declare it, and wealth will rise up to meet you in ways beyond your imagination. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word carried power, the power to shape, to create, to bring forth that which did not yet exist. This same law governs your life today. Your words are not idle sounds, they are living seeds carrying the energy of creation. Money, like all forms of abundance, responds to the vibration of your words. Speak words of lack, and lack will cling to you. Speak words of fear, and fear will multiply. But speak words of wealth, speak words of faith, speak words of increase, and money will rush toward you as surely as the tide answers to the moon. Too many people live blind to this truth. They say, I am broke, I can't afford it. Money never stays with me. And life, faithful to the law, confirms their decree. Every statement is a command, every word a blueprint. If your mouth is filled with scarcity, your life will be its mirror. But the moment you change your words, you change your world. Speak boldly. Money comes to me easily. I am surrounded by wealth. I always have more than enough. These words call forth a new reality because the spoken word is a magnet that shapes circumstances. Do not underestimate the authority of your tongue. It carries the power to bless or to curse, to open doors or to close them. If you desire money to flow, let your mouth agree with abundance. Train your speech to align with wealth. Refuse to repeat phrases of poverty, even in jest. Every word counts. Life listens when you speak. The universe takes your words as instructions, and it will not fail to carry them out. Speak with precision, speak with confidence, speak with expectation, and money will appear in your experience. But words alone are not enough. They must be spoken with belief. To say, I am rich, while doubting in your heart is to scatter seeds on stony ground. The soil of your faith must be ready to receive. Believe the words you speak. Even if appearances contradict you, hold fast to your declaration. The bank account may whisper lack, but your words must thunder abundance, for appearances are temporary, but truth is eternal. The truth is this: money responds to faith-filled words, and it cannot resist the authority of conviction. Your subconscious mind is a faithful servant, always listening, always obeying. When you repeat affirmations of wealth, you are programming it to seek out abundance. You awaken creative ideas, attract new opportunities, and notice doors you would have otherwise overlooked. The subconscious does not argue, it accepts what you feed it. If you say daily, money is flowing to me now from expected and unexpected sources, your subconscious begins to align every thought and action with that truth. Soon, what was once repetition becomes reality. Let gratitude saturate your speech. Do not wait until millions are in your hands to give thanks. Begin now with what you have. Say, I bless the money I hold. I bless the money on its way. I bless every hand through which it flows. Gratitude multiplies what you speak. It signals to the universe that you are already in harmony with wealth, and wealth responds with increase. A grateful word is never lost. It returns as multiplied blessings. When your words are filled with thanksgiving, you attract not only money, but joy, peace, and favor. Guard your atmosphere, for the words of others carry influence. If you dwell among those who constantly complain about lack, their chorus will weaken your song of abundance. Surround yourself with voices that echo prosperity, with people who speak life into their finances. If you cannot find them, be the voice yourself. Speak so powerfully that your words shift the atmosphere, drowning out the song of scarcity. Speak until doubt bows, until fear retreats, until lack flees. Your voice can transform not only your world, but the world of those around you. Do not despise repetition. The seed planted once must be watered daily. In the same way, your affirmations must be spoken continually. Say them in the morning, declare them in the evening, whisper them in moments of doubt. Every repetition strengthens the root, until one day the harvest bursts forth. Speak until your words are second nature, until they rise unbidden from your heart, until your life reflects their truth. Persistence in speech produces permanence in reality. Understand also that your words carry timing. Some declarations manifest swiftly, others take time, but delay is not denial. When you plant a seed, you do not dig it up the next day to check if it has grown. You trust the process, so it is with your words. Speak them, believe them, and trust that the universe is aligning circumstances for their fulfillment. The money you call forth is on its way. The channels are being prepared, the opportunities arranged. Do not cancel your harvest with words of doubt. Hold steady, and the flow will come. Now I call you to rise in authority and use the power already in your possession. The tongue is your key, your wand, your instrument of creation. Use it to summon wealth, to attract money, to call forth abundance. Say it until you feel it, believe it until you see it, live it until it surrounds you. The universe cannot ignore the steady command of a faithful voice. Speak the word, and the money will come. Speak the word, and the flow will open. Speak the word, and your life will testify that abundance is your divine inheritance. Speak now, and let your words build the wealth that is already yours. Unlimited money is not a fantasy, nor is it reserved for the few. It is the natural inheritance of every soul who dares to believe in the infinite supply of the universe. You are surrounded by abundance as boundless as the sky, as unending as the sea. Yet most walk through life as beggars at a feast, blind to the truth that the table is already set. To manifest unlimited money, you must awaken to the laws that govern abundance and align yourself with them in thought, word, and deed. The universe is not stingy, it is lavish. It does not ration wealth, it overflows. And when you tune your heart to that frequency, money will flow to you without limit. The first step is to release the belief in limitation. For as long as you say there is not enough, you close the door to supply. Scarcity is an illusion, a mirage built by fear and conditioned by society. Look around you, the trees do not count their leaves in dread of shortage, the rivers do not ration their waters, the stars do not dim themselves to save their light. Nature teaches abundance, yet man often insists on lack. But you are not made to be ruled by fear. You were made to command it. Say boldly, my supply is unlimited. Money flows to me in endless streams. I live in the overflow. With these words, you tear down the walls of limitation and step into the vastness of infinite provision. Money responds to faith, and faith is the evidence of things not yet seen. If you wait until the evidence appears, you are not walking in faith, but in sight. Faith declares wealth while the pocket is empty. Faith gives thanks for money before it arrives. Faith builds expectation so strong that the universe cannot help but deliver. Say within yourself, I see unlimited money flowing to me now. I rejoice in my supply before it appears. This is the secret of manifestation, to act, speak, and believe as though the abundance you desire is already yours. Understand this. Unlimited money does not come through force, through fear, or through endless toil. It comes through alignment. Money is energy, and energy moves to the rhythm of your vibration. If you vibrate fear, you repel it. If you vibrate lack, you chase it away. But when you vibrate gratitude, joy, and expectancy, you magnetize money. It is drawn to you, attracted by the power of your belief. Declare daily, I am a magnet for money. It finds me, surrounds me, and multiplies in my hands. The universe cannot ignore the pull of one who vibrates wealth. Gratitude is the golden key that unlocks unlimited supply. Too many dismiss the small, despise the little, and curse the beginning. But gratitude blesses what is and multiplies it into more. Say, I am thankful for every coin, every bill, every gift, every opportunity. By blessing the little, you prepare for the much. The one who grumbles over lack closes their hands, but the one who gives thanks keeps them open, and open hands always receive. The grateful heart does not chase money, it welcomes it, and money is glad to come where it is honored. There is also a law of circulation. Money is not meant to stagnate. It is meant to move, to flow, to circulate. The one who hoards in fear cuts themselves off from the stream, but the one who gives freely keeps the river flowing. Generosity is not loss, it is multiplication. Say, as I give, I receive, as I release, I welcome more. Each act of giving plants a seed of increase, and every seed produces after its kind. You cannot outgive the source of supply, for the source is infinite. The more you circulate with faith, the more you align with the rhythm of abundance. Do not measure your supply by appearances. The world may whisper, you are broke, there is no way forward, the doors are closed. But appearances are shadows, and shadows do not define reality. The truth is greater. My supply is unlimited. My channels are open. My opportunities are multiplying. Hold to this truth even when evidence seems contrary, for appearances are temporary, but the law of abundance is eternal. Those who believe in the truth of unlimited money outlast every storm, for the universe rearranges itself to confirm their declaration. Guard your words, for they are the architects of your reality. Never say, I can't afford this, or money never comes to me. These words chain you to lack. Instead, say, I always have more than enough. Money flows to me in perfect ways. Wealth surrounds me. The tongue is a mighty force. It can curse or it can bless. It can close doors or open them. Use it to declare wealth, and it will become flesh in your life. Speak daily, speak boldly, speak consistently, and your words will build the unlimited supply you seek. Do not envy the prosperity of others, for envy cuts you off from your own. Bless it instead. Say, I rejoice in the abundance I see, for it proves that the universe is overflowing with supply. What you bless, you draw near. What you resent, you repel. Every time you bless the wealth of another, you magnetize wealth to yourself. For the universe does not run dry. There is more than enough for all, and each blessing spoken makes room for your own increase. Now I call you to step into the truth that has always been yours. Unlimited money is not outside of you, waiting for permission. It is within you, waiting for recognition. Declare it boldly, I live in unlimited supply. Money flows to me from sources seen and unseen. I am rich in every way, and abundance is my birthright. Say it in the morning, repeat it in the evening, let it echo through your heart at all times. The universe is faithful, and it will respond. Money will come, opportunities will rise, and doors will open in ways beyond your imagination. Stand firm in this truth, live in gratitude, give generously, and believe without wavering. Manifestation is not a hope, it is a law. Unlimited money is already yours. Claim it, speak it, and watch it flood your life with abundance beyond measure. Money is not a cruel master that demands endless toil, nor is it a prize reserved for a chosen few. Money is energy, pure and responsive, and it flows to the one who aligns with it in thought, feeling, and word. To say, money flows to me effortlessly, is to claim the birthright of ease, the truth that supply does not come through struggle, but through surrender to divine law. The universe is rich, overflowing, and abundant beyond measure, and you are meant to live in that overflow. But to experience effortless flow, you must first release the belief that money must always be hard, earned, scarce, or uncertain. That belief is the chain that binds, and the moment you break it, you will step into the current of supply that has always been waiting for you. Say within yourself now, I release all struggle around money. I open myself to effortless flow. The power of those words is not in the sound but in the vibration, for what you declare consistently becomes your truth. Life does not reward panic or desperation. It rewards faith. When you affirm ease, when you believe that money finds you naturally, you create a magnet so strong that no opportunity can resist you. The tired, worn belief that says you must chase, grasp, and compete is a lie. The truth is that what belongs to you comes with grace, not strain. Understand this. Struggle does not attract wealth. Struggle is a vibration of lack, a confession of doubt. But ease is a vibration of abundance, a testimony of faith. The effortless flow of money is not laziness. It is alignment. It is doing the work you love with joy, serving with excellence, and knowing that supply must come as naturally as breath. The sun does not strive to shine, the river does not fight to flow, the tree does not wrestle to grow. They exist in ease, and so must you. When you align with this principle, money flows without resistance, for you are in harmony with the law of circulation. Fear will whisper, but if I do not strive, how will I survive? Answer boldly, I am provided for by infinite supply. My good comes in perfect timing and perfect ways. Fear is a liar, and every time you answer it with truth, its hold weakens. Each time you declare ease instead of panic, you loosen the grip of struggle and invite the flow of abundance. Remember, money is not the source. It is the channel. The true source is infinite and cannot fail. And when you anchor yourself in that truth, you walk with a confidence that draws money without effort. Gratitude fuels the effortless flow. When you give thanks for every coin, every bill, every opportunity, you place yourself in the rhythm of increase. To despise small beginnings is to close the door, but to bless the little is to welcome the much. Say, I rejoice in every form of supply, and more is on the way. Gratitude is the current that carries you forward, transforming drips into streams and streams into rivers. The one who blesses every gift lives in continual flow, for gratitude multiplies what it touches. Generosity is also the secret of effortless money. When you give with joy without fear of loss, you declare your faith in infinite circulation. Money is not meant to be clutched with a closed hand. It is meant to move, to bless, to circulate. As you release it with confidence, it returns multiplied. Giving is not loss but investment, not subtraction but multiplication. Each act of generosity affirms that you believe in abundance, and the universe always honors faith. Guard your words, for they either block or release the flow. To say, I can't afford, or money is hard to get, is to dam the river. To say, money flows to me with ease, is to open the gates. Your tongue is the rudder of your financial destiny, and every declaration steers the current of supply. Speak words of ease, overflow, and abundance, and the flow will answer. Say daily, money comes to me in perfect ways. I live in effortless supply. What you speak long enough becomes flesh in your life. Do not resent the wealth of others, for resentment ties you to struggle. Instead, rejoice, for their abundance is proof that the river is flowing. What you bless, you invite closer. What you curse, you drive away. Every time you see prosperity, say, I celebrate this wealth, for it shows the abundance of the universe. With every blessing spoken, you loosen the grip of envy and align with the flow of your own provision. The effortless flow of money is not something you create. It is something you allow. It has always been present, as constant as the tide and as sure as the dawn. Your task is not to chase it, not to force it, but to open yourself to it, to align with it, and to declare it boldly. Say now, money flows to me effortlessly, opportunities seek me out, wealth surrounds me, I live in divine ease. Let these words echo through your mind and heart until they become your reality, and the flow will prove itself. Money will come in unexpected ways, opportunities will appear without strain, doors will open where walls once stood. The current of supply has been waiting for you to trust it, to surrender to it, to believe in it. From this day forward, choose ease over struggle, gratitude over fear, faith over doubt. For when you live in alignment with divine law, money cannot help but flow, effortlessly, abundantly, continually, forever.